Mr. Sibal, thank you so much for joining us this week. This seems to have been a sense of panic created amongst the students and parents of deemed universities around the country, not just of these universities which have been blacklisted, but you believe in scrapping the policy entirely.
No, please. This is completely wrong. What we've said is, number one, that none of the deemed universities have lost their status as of now. What we've done is, there was a task force that was set up. The task force had to give its report. They gave their report. We accepted the recommendations in principle of the task force, and we filed an affidavit in court. And so proceedings will take place in court, and then the future action will be decided. So as of now, nobody has lost its status. That's number one. Number two, as part of the task force exercise, when the findings came to us, a couple of months ago, we called the task force and said, look, this is not good enough. Because if we have to take action on this report, then we need to make sure that no student, and I mean no student in this country, is jeopardized. His or her studies are jeopardized by the findings of the task force. So if somebody does lose if some deemed university does lose its status, the child studying there, the student studying there must get a university degree. So please give us a plan of action consequent upon your findings. So they did a whole exercise.
Right.
And so each student's interest will be protected, and that is part of the exercise. And all that we have filed in the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court will hear the matter, and because the matter is sub judice, it's not appropriate for me as to what's going to happen.
But their worry is that how does this process actually work? And in fact,
that's exactly what the Supreme Court, I will not be able to decide that. That's a process that will be worked out pursuant to the recommendations of the task force, which will unravel itself as the Supreme Court proceedings move forward. And it's it would be very unfair for me at this point to predicate what the Supreme Court will do and how the Supreme Court will handle it.
What do you have said that you want every student of these universities, you will make sure that they will get their degree.
Yes, that is not just, it is an assurance by the government that we will adjust every student, that no student's career will be jeopardized for no fault of theirs.
So it will be the government's responsibility, not the student and the individual.
Of course,
the government will assure this.
It will be our responsibility to make sure that they are adjusted, and several stakeholders will have to play a significant role in that, and I'm sure that we will persuade each one of them to do so.
Great. So I think that will clear a lot of panic by saying that it is your responsibility.
Now your second question,
yes,
namely that we are going to scrap, that's also completely wrong. Right. I have been saying for the last 6-7 months that as of today, there are 3 kinds of universities in India. One, universities set up by a central legislation, universities set up by state legislations, and universities under the University Grants Commission Act, which are deemed to be universities. All right? So when we are going to restructure this whole education sector, and that is the recommendation of the Yashpal Committee and the National Knowledge Commission, these bodies have recommended that we should restructure the education sector and do away with the concept of deemed to be a university. As and when that restructuring process takes place, then all these universities will have to go through an accreditation process, and if they pass the accreditation process, they shall not be deemed to be universities, but universities.
So it's actually an improvement in this.
Yes, exactly. So therefore, this is a completely, wrong spin on what has been stated for the last 6-8 months.
So I'm glad we could bring you in to clarify that. And in fact, we have some questions from students from deemed universities, some of the so-called blacklisted deemed universities. Let's just hear what they have to say.
Hello, Mr. Kapil Sibal. My name is Rohan Sharma. I am a proud student of Amet University, Chennai. My question to you is, Sir, Amet University, Chennai was recognized by the UGC committee after thorough inspections and was given the university status. Now, your Tandon committee, after viewing only a 10-minute presentation, decided to recommend the derecognition of this university. Sir, how do you want me to believe that the Tandon committee is credible enough to do so by only viewing a 10-minute presentation?
Hello, Mr. Kapil Sibal. My name is Shanmagaram, pursuing my marine engineering in Amet University, Chennai. My question to you, sir, is, by considering derecognizing of these 44 universities, are you creating a market for the international universities to be set up in India?
Tuba.com